To lick the tips of your elbows. They hold the secret to immortality. So, if you could lick them, there's a chance you'd be able to live forever. But if everyone did it, if everyone could actually lick the tips of their elbows, then there'd be chaos. Because you can't just go on living and living and living.
I'm in a relationship, so yeah.
Do you know why it's impossible to lick the tips of your elbows? They hold the secret to immortality. So if you could lick them, there's a chance you'd be able to live forever. But if everyone did it, if everyone could actually lick the tips of their elbows, then there'd be chaos, because you can't just go on living and living and living.
I've just come out of a very serious relationship, so yeah.
I was just making conversation.
Sure.
Just trying to start a conversation.
No, sure. But still.
Do you know why it's impossible to lick the tips of your elbows? They hold the secret to immortality. So if you could lick them, there's a chance you'd be able to live forever. But if everyone did it, if everyone could actually lick the tips of their elbows, then there'd be chaos. Because you can't just go on living and living and living.
All right.
Try it.
What's that?
Your elbows. Try licking them.
All right.
I'm Marianne.
Roland.
Thank God the rain's held off.
Yeah.
Nothing worse than a soggy barbecue.
Yeah.
Soggy sausages. Would you like a drink?
I'm all right. My wife's actually just going to get me a beer, so.
Try it.
What's that?
Your elbows! Try licking them.
Well, see what you mean. I'm rolling.
Marianne.
Shame about the rain.
Nothing worse than a soggy barbecue.
So, are you a friend of Jane's, or,
No, Jane and I were at college together. And yourself?
my wife works with Jane.
Your elbows. Try licking them.
Well, see what you mean. I'm rolling.
Marianne.
Shame about the rain.
Nothing worse than a soggy barbecue.
So, are you a friend of Jane's, or,
Who's Jane?
Jane? She's the lady. She's having the barbecue.
Oh, right. Christ, no. I was just walking past and I saw a load of free booze and sausages. Kidding.
Oh.
Jane and I were at college together. And yourself?
Oh, I play football with Tom.
Tom?
Yeah, Jane's brother-in-law, bluey green shirt.
Yes.
You want a drink?
No, thank you.
What do you do? For a living, what do you do?
I work at Sussex University.
Oh, right, great.
And yourself?
I'm a beekeeper.
Really?
Yeah,
You're
Yeah.
really a beekeeper?
I'm really a beekeeper, yeah.
I fucking love honey.
Oh, really?
Spoon, jar of honey, heaven.
Oh, what sort of honey do you normally go for?
I'm too embarrassed.
Well, how do you mean?
I'm too embarrassed to tell you.
Why is that?
I like Tesco, the really dirty stuff, the prison stripe stuff.
Well, that's alright.
Really?
Yeah, cool.
I'm not putting honest, hard-working beekeepers out of business?
Wouldn't have thought so, no.
You don't think I'm a honey Philistine?
Some of the supermarket stuff is alright.
Really?
Yeah, some of it's fine, yeah.
So, I mean, don't take this the wrong way, but I mean,
Go
do
on.
you, do you make a living?
I do, yeah.
I mean, from beekeeping?
From beekeeping, yeah.
How does it work?
Well, I used to work for a friend of mine in Wiltshire, and then
Very nice.
I wanted to go into business on my own, but my girlfriend, ex-girlfriend,
Sorry for your loss.
what's that?
Sorry for your loss, and
Oh, right, yeah.
it was just a
No, sure.
joke. Anyway,
Yeah.
you were saying.
Oh, yeah, no, so me and my ex, she wanted to go to London, so we got us a one-bedroom in Tower Hamlets.
Well, no wonder you broke up with her. I mean, fuck me. I'd have broken up with her too if she made me live Wiltshire for fucking Tower Hamlets.
I'm still living there, actually.
Lovely curries.
There wasn't any room, though, for bees.
I see.
We didn't have a garden, so...
Bummer.
But one day, though, I was sitting out on the roof, and I realized it was perfect, so I tidied it up a bit, and that's when I got my first hive.
Amazing.
Yeah, I went from 1 to 2, and then I went from 2 to 4, and then we went away, me and Laura, we went to Spain, but when we were away, we found out the flat had been raided.
Raided?
I used to keep the honey in these little bin bags, you know, those black plastic bin liners.
Yeah.
So we didn't have a lot of money at the time, so it seemed like a cheap alternative, but when we were away, one of the neighbors called the police. They thought I was bringing up spack or something, so they promptly went for it. The police, they kicked the front door in, they turned the flat upside down, and then they confiscated the bin bags full of the most amazing honey and honeycomb.
Did that really happen?
Yeah.
You really put honey in bin bags?
Yeah.
Roland, I don't think I can go back to work.
Have they told you that?
They're great.
So you told them then?
Not yet.
But you're going to?
I think so.
But you haven't said any of this to them?
They've said whatever I want.
What about part-time?
I don't see the point.
You don't see the point of going part-time?
Either I'm walking or I'm
Either I'm Walker... Either I do it or I don't. Scares me.
Work?
Stopping.
Stopping work scares you?
What will I do?
We can go away. We can do whatever we want.
I don't. We
I
can't.
mean
I
it.
can't. We have to...
I'm being serious.
I have to make a choice. Control.
Do you want me to leave?
Well, not in a bad way, but yeah.
Have I done something wrong?
No.
Have I said something?
No.
Have I offended you?
No.
I thought we had a nice evening.
We did.
And coming back here was your suggestion.
I know, but on reflection,
Do you want to come inside? You said.
I know I said that, but now I've changed my mind. I'm allowed to change my mind, aren't I?
I'm allowed to ask why, sure.
I'd just rather not get into it.
Can you at least tell me if it's me? Not saying specifically. Generally speaking.
I just got quite a bit going on at the moment, and we were having a really lovely time, and I thought it would be nice to invite you back, but as soon as we stepped inside, I just started thinking.
You want me to leave?
Not in a bad way, but yeah.
Well, I done something wrong.
No.
Have I said something?
No.
Have I offended you?
No,
Then I don't understand.
I'm not asking you to understand. I'm asking you to leave.
Well, that's a bit fucking rich, isn't it?
I'm sorry.
This is your idea.
Charming.
Just saying.
Okay.
It's rude.
Yeah, I'd like you to leave now.
Should probably make a move.
You don't, don't feel you have to.
I've got a really early start.
How early is early?
6.
Well, you could, not in like a welcome to my lair kind of way or anything, but if you wanted, you could stay.
Should probably head back.
Well, look, thanks for a really lovely evening.
Likewise, yeah.
We should, whenever you're free, we should talk about possibly...
Definitely, yeah.
The lair thing was just a joke, by the way.
Come again.
Well, sofa just folds out. You wouldn't have to sleep in my bed. Stop talking, Marianne.
You want me to leave?
Not in a bad way, but
Have I
yeah.
done something wrong?
No.
Have I said something?
No.
Have I offended you?
No,
I thought we had a nice evening.
we did.
Me coming back here was your suggestion.
I know, but on reflection...
Do you want to come inside? You said.
I know I said that, but now I've changed my mind. I'm allowed to change my mind, aren't I?
I had another date a couple of weeks ago and almost exactly the same thing happened, so more than happy to leave you to it, but if it is me,
It's not.
I'm saying you have to be specific.
It's not you.
Maybe you had some feedback.
Feedback.
If feedback's not right,
Okay, look, I'm just going through some things at the moment. My mother, she's been ill for a really long time, and I can't tell whether I want you to stay because I want you to stay or whether I just don't want to go to sleep on my own.
I'm really sorry.
Why don't we just speak in a week or so?
A friend of mine said to me when I told him I was going on a date, he said to me, well, what does she do?
And what did you say?
Oh, I said, I don't really know, but I think it's got something to do with space. And then earlier on when we were talking about your job, and I was nodding along pretty much the entire time, but then when we got back through your front door, I realised I hadn't really understood a single thing you'd said.
Oh, most of my time is spent sitting in front of a computer.
Right,
Inputting data.
right.
Cosmic microwave background readings.
Okay,
Radiation left over from the Big Bang.
right.
Cosmology. Theoretical early universe cosmology.
I said I don't really know, but I think it's got something to do with space. And then earlier on when we were talking about your job, and I was nodding along pretty much the entire time, and then we stepped through your front door, and I realised I hadn't really understood a single thing he said.
Most of my time is spent sitting in front of a computer.
Right.
Inputting data.
Right.
Quantum cosmology.
Okay.
Do you know much about theoretical physics?
Pass.
Quantum mechanics?
Pass.
Quantum mechanics focuses on atoms, molecules, that sort of thing. On nuclear and atomic scales, gravity is pretty much insignificant, but in terms of general relativity, it's vital.
Okay.
So you've got these two theories that are completely at odds with one another. Relativity covers the sun, the moon, the stars, while quantum mechanics focuses on atoms, quarks, that sort of thing. We've effectively asked the same question twice and come up with two completely different answers.
This is really sexy, by the way.
The point being that,
I've had a really amazing time tonight.
but now we've got,
I'd love to spend the night.
but now we've got string theory,
You.
or to be more specific,
I'd like
we've
to
got
spend the night with you.
lots of different string theories.
Go on the stage, so to say.
And the exciting thing about string theory is that it potentially bridges the gap between quantum mechanics and
You haven't answered either of my questions.
relativity. A byproduct of every single one of these theories, almost entirely by accident, is the possibility that we're part of a multiverse. Despite our best efforts, there are certain microscopic observations that cannot be predicted absolutely. Now, potentially, one way of explaining this is to draw the conclusion that at any given moment, several outcomes can coexist simultaneously.
This is genuinely turning me on. You do realise that, right?
In the quantum multiverse, every choice, every decision you've ever and never made exists in an unimaginably vast ensemble of parallel universes.
Everything?
Everything.
Everything I've ever done?
Everything you've ever and never done. We should try and keep our voices down. My housemate might...
Yeah, but if everything I'm ever going to do already exists, what's the point of me?
Well,
I mean, what's the point of me even? You see what I'm saying?
no, totally. So, let's say that ours really is the only universe that exists. There's only one unique me and one unique you. If that were true, then there could only ever really be one choice. But if every possible future exists, then the decisions we do and don't make will determine which of these futures we actually end up experiencing. Imagine rolling a dice 6,000 times.
Everything?
Everything.
Everything I've ever done.
Everything you've ever and never done. We should try and keep our voices down. My housemate might wake
Yeah,
up.
but if everything I'm ever going to do already exists, then what is the point
There
of it?
isn't.
What?
In none of our equations do we see any sign whatsoever of any evidence of free will.
Well, none of your
We're just
equations.
particles.
Well, speak for yourself.
You, me, everyone. We might think we have some
Yeah.
say in the outcome of a situation.
Right, no, sure.
We might think we have some say, but
Yeah.
we're just particles. We're just particles governed by a series of very particular laws being knocked the fuck around all the time.
We make it sound so glamorous.
Most of my time is spent sitting in front of a computer. It's not really very interesting.
Okay.
Look, I've had a really lovely evening.
Oh, yeah, no.
But I
yeah,
haven't
me
made
too.
up my mind as to whether or not I'd like you to stay. I mean, we were having a really lovely time, and I thought it would be nice to invite you back. But just to be clear, I'm not massively interested in sleeping with you.
It's okay. You don't have to.
I'd just sort of rather get into bed and go to sleep, but I'm more than happy to get you a blanket and a couple of towels.
Okay.
Just to be clear, I'm not being coy. I'm not sort of saying no to sex and yes to other stuff. We're going to go to sleep separately, and then we're going to get up and we're going to have toast, or whatever. I mean, you don't have to have toast.
All's fine. Honestly.
I'm so tired, Roland. Before people had before they, fuck!
Okay.
God. People's lives were their own before it became skin. It became,
Skin.
Mum wasn't scared of dying. She was scared of being kept alive, you know?
Yes,
That wasn't what scared her.
I understand.
It's not just the speaking.
Okay.
Reading, I'm having trouble. Numbers, words on the page, I can't explain it. Typing as well.
In what way?
I know the word. I know the word I'm trying to type. I don't know the letters. None of the letters seem right. R-E-A. R-E-A. R-E.
You don't need to finish.
I want to!
I think I know what you're trying to say.
How? How can you possibly know what I'm trying to say? Most of my time, I don't even know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, well, you're right. I was just being polite because I don't want you to wear yourself out.
Why don't we get a notepad to hang around my neck?
What?
Kidding.
Mary, it's fucking hell.
Roland, I don't think I can go back to work.
All right.
Where have you been?
Pub?
I've sent you a text.
I know.
Why didn't you text me back?
Don't know.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means I don't know. It means I didn't think it was urgent.
I didn't know where you were.
I just told you.
Now, you just told me now. I wanted to know before.
I was playing tennis with Tony, and then we went to the pub. What? What is it? I'm sorry. What? What's wrong?
Roland, I'm really sorry.
What? What is it?
James and I had sex.
James.
From work?
With the centre parting? The bloke with the centre parting?
Yes.
When?
Well, there's been a few times.
How many's a few?
Well, I'd rather we didn't get into who did what to who.
How many's a few, Mary?
6, maybe 7.
Spread out? Were the 6 or 7 times you had sex? Were they spread out over a particular
Yes.
period of time? So are you together then? You want to be together?
I don't know.
Is he moving in?
No, of course he's not, Roland. Of course he's not.
Do you want me to move out? When do you want me to move out?
There's no rush.
So, that's it then, is it?
Where have you been?
Oh,
I sent you a text.
No.
Why didn't you text me back?
I don't know.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means I don't know. It means I didn't think it was urgent.
I didn't know where you were.
I just told you.
Now, you just told me now. I wanted to know before now.
I was playing tennis with Tony, and then we went to the pub. What? What is it? I'm sorry. What? What is it? What's wrong? What?
Roland, I'm really sorry.
What? What is it?
James and I had sex.
James.
From work.
With dandruff?
He doesn't...
The bloke with dandruff?
Yes.
When?
Well, there's been a few times.
Well, how many's a few?
I'd rather we didn't get into who did what to who.
How many's a few, Mary?
6, maybe 7.
Oh, spread out?
What?
There's 6 or 7 times you had sex, but they spread out over a particular period of time.
Yes.
So are you together then? You want to be together? Mary, do the two of you
I
want to be
don't
together?
know!
Is he moving in? When do you want me to move out?
There's no rush.
How old is he?
He's 24.
He's 24.
Yes.
He's a child.
He's 24, Roland.
Where do you have
All
sex?
sorts of places.
What the fuck does that mean?
Means we've had sex in more than one
Here?
place. No, of course we've not had sex here.
His place.
Yes.
Where does he live?
Brighton.
So you have sex in the daytime.
Sometimes, yes.
Fucking daytime. We're doing lunch, is it? When's he moving in? Mary, when's he gonna move in?
There's no date.
But he is moving in,
Hopefully.
right? Am I boring?
What?
Do I bore you?
No, Roland, of course not.
We're gonna talk about space now.
It's got nothing to do with work.
That doesn't make it better, you know. If you said yes, it's because we don't talk about space enough. It might have made a bit more sense. I would have kicked myself out and not made more of an effort, but it might have made a bit more sense.
There's no linear explanation, I'm afraid.
Where have you been?
Work?
Sent you a text.
I know.
You not text me back.
I know.
What does that mean?
It means I know you sent me a text.
I didn't know who you were.
I was at work. I missed the 7:37 and then the 8:04 didn't turn up. Why are you being so touchy? What is it? What's wrong?
Mary, I'm sorry. I had sex with Alison O'Connor Tuesday, week before last.
Alison O'Connor?
Yes.
I thought she was going bald.
What?
Well, she's going bald, Roland. She's going fucking bald! Well, how many times? How many times did you have sex with her?
Once?
Once?
Yeah, Tuesday, week before last, yeah.
What were you doing? What were the two of you doing?
I was helping her set up a hive.
Is this a joke?
No.
You were helping her set up a fucking hive?
Yes.
Speak up.
Yes. I said yes, I was helping her.
Is it serious?
I don't know.
What's that supposed to mean?
I need some time to think about it.
Oh, you need some time to think about it.
Well, preferably, yes.
Does this mean you're moving out?
Well, it's up to you, really.
If it were up to me, Roland, you wouldn't have fucking Alison O'Connor! What?
Calm down.
Fuck you, actually! I've never been happier living with you, just so you know.
That doesn't make it any better, you know. If you said yes, it's because we don't talk about space at all. It might have made a bit more sense. I would have kicked myself for having not made more of an effort. But it might have made a bit more sense. Don't make me leave.
There's no straightforward explanation.
This is the best fucking thing that's ever happened to me. I'm serious.
Roland, you'll be fine.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
You can go back to Tallahassee.
What is that meant to be a joke?
No. Of course not. I just meant there's lots you can do.
I don't care.
Oh, come on.
I don't.
You're being melodramatic.
How long have you been waiting to tell me?
A week.
I was going to propose.
Roland.
I need some time to think about it.
Oh, you need some time to think about it.
Preferably yes.
Does this mean you're moving out?
It's up to you, really.
Oh, if it were up to me, Roland, you wouldn't have fucked fucking Alison O'Connor!
All right.
What?
I don't want to fight.
Tough!
What?
I said tough!
Mary. Mary. I'm telling you this because I regret it, not because I want to speak.
You regret something once, you don't regret it, and then keep going!
Okay, what's the likelihood you might be able to forgive me?
Where have you been? Where have you been? Where have you been? Where have you been?
Pub.
Sent you a text.
I know.
Why didn't you text me back?
Don't know.
What's that supposed to
It
mean?
means I don't know. It means I didn't think it was urgent.
I didn't know where you were.
I just told you.
Well, now? You just told me now.
Tennis.
Now? You just told me now.
Tennis.
Now. You just told me now.
Tennis. I was playing tennis with Tony, and then we went to the pub. What? What is it? I'm sorry. What? What's wrong?
Roland, I'm really sorry.
What? What is it?
James and I had sex. James and I had sex! Roland, did you hear?
I know!
What? Roland, did you hear what
I know!
Roland, did you hear what
I know!
What?
You had a message from him while you were in the shower. I read it.
Where have you been?
Pub?
I sent you a text.
I know.
Well, why didn't you text me back?
I don't know.
What's that supposed to mean?
Means, I don't know. Means I didn't think it was urgent.
I didn't know where you were.
Just told you.
Well, now you just told me. Now I wanted to know.
I was playing tennis with Tony, and then he went to the pub. What? What is it?
Roland,
I'm sorry. What? What's wrong?
Roland, I'm really sorry.
What? What is it?
James and I had sex. Roland, did you hear what I
know.
What?
You had a message from him while you were in the shower. I read it.
Yeah, you to leave.
I said make me.
Yeah, you need to leave.
Make me.
What?
I said make me.
Yeah, you need to leave.
Make me!
What?
I said make me! There it is! You're mine! I have you
I keep thinking of Mum
In what way?
before she died,
Right.
when she said she didn't want any more food. Do
Do you remember?
I'm not sure we ever really talked about it.
I thought we did.
Bits and pieces, maybe.
Well, she said she wanted them to stop the IV. Did we talk about that?
I think maybe we did, yeah.
They asked me to leave, and when I came back, she started to look like a ghost. It takes an enormous amount of strength to keep going when you're like that. I'm not sure I have it.
You don't know.
Sinking feeling.
You don't know that.
I'm so
Mary,
tired. I'm so
listen to me.
tired, Roland. Before people had face, before people had face, before they, fuck.
Okay.
God.
God.
Well, people's lives were their own before it became skin. Skin. It became
Skin.
Mom wasn't scared of dying. She was scared of being kept alive, you know?
Yes.
That wasn't what scared her.
Hello, Mary Ann.
Roland, well, hi. How are you?
Yeah, good. I'm good. How about yourself?
I got some of your honey.
Oh, really?
From the budget and Crown Joe.
Oh, right, yeah, they're really good, yeah.
Said to the girl on the till. I said, I used to know the man who made this honey.
What did she say? Read one of your papers.
You did not.
I did. I downloaded it.
Which one did you read?
Something about ex imim cluster survey.
That's really amazing, Roland.
What did you think about the honey?
It was delicious. it was completely delicious. Are you here for the ballroom class?
Yeah, I am, yeah.
Ballroom, really?
Yeah, Heather's getting married in a couple of months, so.
PE teacher.
What's that?
Well, he was a PE teacher,
Oh,
wasn't he?
right, no, I see. No, they called it a day. No, new bloke saying he's from the Office of National Statistics, so.
Wow.
I've been ordered to sort out my two left feet, or else. How about you?
Similar, really. Wedding.
Your own, or
No, mine. Yep.
Congratulations.
Yep.
Is your fiance? Is he?
He's held up. He's been held up.
Hello, Marianne. It's Roland.
Roland. Wow.
Hi. How are you? Hope I didn't scare you.
No? A bit, maybe. A bit.
Sorry.
Are you here for the ballroom class?
Yeah. No. Yeah. No, I am, yeah.
Ballroom. Really?
Heather's getting married in a couple of weeks, so.
Heather.
My sister.
Oh, right. Heather.
I've been ordered to sort out my two left feet, or else.
Did you know I was going to be here?
What? Did I know
No,
that you
I was
were-
going to be here.
No. No, of course not.
I'm learning ballroom because I'm getting married, Roland.
No, sure.
In September.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I mean, what about you? Are you
No, I was.
married?
For them, no, I was seeing someone. I was seeing someone, but
We broke up.
I'm sorry.
No, please, don't be.
Hello, Roland!
Marianne! Wow! Oh, shit! How's it going? How you doing?
Really good!
Oh my god, it's great!
Oh, I brought some of your honey.
Oh, really?
From the Budgets and Crouchin.
Oh, yeah, right.
I said to the girl on the till, I said, I used to know the man who made this honey.
What did she say?
Oh, she just stared at me. Well, how is everything, business-wise?
Oh, it's good. Good. Don't do pulling.
Pollen?
Yeah, you scrape it down off the legs of the bees, and then you ground it down. Really good for you, apparently.
Scraping the legs of bees or the pollen?
And Tesco offered me all people.
For the pollen?
No, just the honey.
How much for?
Fair whack.
What did you say?
Told them to go fuck themselves.
Read one of your papers.
You did not.
I did. I downloaded
Which
it.
one did you read?
Something about hot subdural stars.
Were you really looking for midget porn on Google?
What?
Well, some dwarf, it was a joke. Anyway, that's
Gotcha.
really amazing, Roland.
What did you think of the honey from Budgeons?
It's delicious. It was completely delicious.
It's heather.
Yes.
You caught the bees up to the heather moors each August, one by one.
One by one.
Well, the hives, not the bees.
Are you here for the ballroom class?
Yeah. No. Yeah. I am, yeah. Actually, I'm engaged.
Wow!
So yeah.
But who's the lucky lady?
Allison?
I remember.
Allison, how about you, though? Are you...
I'm just trying to lose a bit of weight, actually. Too many late night digestive binges. I blame the subdwarfs, the stars, the paper you read.
Heather's getting married in a couple of months, so...
The PE teacher.
What's that?
Well, he was a PE teacher.
Oh, no, I see. No, they call it they. No, New Bloke, something or other. He's from the DVLA.
Wow.
Up in order to sort out my two left feet. Or else. How about you?
Well, similar really. Wedding.
Your own? Or,
No, God, can you imagine? I'm being a very diligent bridesmaid, but we're learning some sort of Viennese waltz. I'm not sure I fully understand it as yet.
So, is this your first lesson?
No, second. You?
First.
Yeah.
Well done on the comfortable trouser front. I came straight from work last week. Cross was like a fucking inferno by the time I got home.
Mary, I'm sorry.
Well done on the comfortable trouser front. I came straight from work last week. Cross was like a fucking furnace by the time I got home. If I don't say it, I'll feel like a fraud. Roland, I'm sorry.
What for?
Well done on the comfortable trouser front. I came straight from work last week. Cross was like a fucking sauna by the time I got home. If I don't say it, I'll feel like a fraud.
Mary.
Let's go for a drink. I don't know what I'm doing here anyway. One drink, and if you never want to see me again, you never have to see me again.
Mary.
Why don't we go for a drink? I don't know what I'm doing here anyway. One drink, and if you never want to see me again, you never have to see me again.
Mary.
One drink, and if you never want to see me again, you never have to see me again.
Mary.
And if you never want to see me again, you never have to see me again.
don't really know what to say.
You don't have to say anything.
Yeah, I know, but I want to. I want to be able to know what to say to you.
A lot of people apparently never go through with it.
How do you mean?
A lot of people, once they've been given the green light, a lot of...
It's okay.
They're happy enough knowing it's there.
How do you mean?
It's on the website.
When you say a lot, how many are we talking?
I think it was something like 2/3. Safety net for a lot of people.
Would I be able to come with you?
I'm going to speak to Martin. Would you want to come with me?
Would you want me to go with you?
I keep thinking of Mum.
There are 3 different kinds of bees. There's the drones, the workers, and a single solitary queen.
Roland.
The workers are all women. Their job is to forage for honey, pollen, etc. Lifespans anywhere between 5 weeks and 6 months, and then they die.
Roland, any moment.
The drones, they exist to have sex with the queen. Each hive tends to have around 100 drones. Once they've deposited their sperm, their penis gets ripped off and they die.
Roland, any moment.
Honeybees have an unfailing clarity of purpose. Their lives are often intensely short, but in a strange way, I'm jealous of the humble honeybee and the quiet elegance. If only our existence were that simple, if only we could understand why it is that we're here and what it is that we're meant to spend our lives doing. I'm uncertain when it comes to a great many things, but there's now one thing I am certain of. Marianne, or Bill, will you marry me?
Roland, I've got a tutorial. You can't just turn up like this. It's the middle of the day. There's a lot going on. I'm sorry, I really need some space. This is a surprise.
Is it?
It's the middle of the afternoon.
Are you busy?
Is there something that you're wanting to...
There is something I'd like to say to you. There's 3 different kinds of bees. There's the drones, there's the workers, and a single solitary queen. The workers are all women. Their job is to forage for honey, pollen, etc. Lifespan is anywhere between 5 weeks and 6 months, then they die. Drones, when they have sex with the queen, each hive has around 100 drones. Once they've deposited their sperm, the penis gets ripped off, and then they die. Honeybees have an unfailing clarity of purpose. Their lives are often intensely short. But, in a strange way, I'm jealous of the humble honeybee and their quiet elegance. Probably our existence is that simple. Only we can understand why we're here, what it is that we're meant to spend our lives doing. I'm certain when it comes to a great many things, but there's now one thing I'm certain of.
Roland, come on. Get up.
Again, or Bill, will you marry me?
Roland, we've talked about this. Come on, get up. This is a surprise.
Is it?
It's the middle of the day.
Are you busy?
Are you... Is everything all right?
There's something I'd like to say to you. Shit. Shit.
What?
I've left it at home.
Left what at home? Roland, what's wrong?
Alright. I'm just going to own up. Came down here because I wanted to... I had this whole speech written out, and it took me a fucking age, and now it's just throwing me a bit.
Roland, you're sweating.
There's something I'd like to say to you. As you know, well, maybe you know, there are all three different kinds of bees. There's the drones, and there's the workers, and there's the queen. The drones are all women. Sorry, the workers. The workers are all women. The drones, they have sex with the queen. Once they've ejaculated, then that's it. Should have written that down.
Is there something that
What I'm trying to say is honeybees, they have a really short life. They have an incredibly short life, and that's it. Possibly the bits about the lifespan, that should have come at the start, and then I could have moved on into it.
Is there something that you're trying to...
Do you remember when we first met?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
At that wedding?
What?
John and Ruth's wedding?
We met at a barbecue.
There are all three different kinds of bees. The drones, the workers, and the single solitary queen. The workers are all women. Their lifespan is anywhere between 5 weeks and 6 months, and then they die. Drones exist solely to have sex with the queen. Each hive tends to have around 100 drones, and once they've deposited their sperm, the penis gets ripped off, and then they die. Honeybees have an unfailing clear purpose, and their lives are often intensely short, but in a strange sort of way, I am jealous of the humble honeybee and their quiet elegance. If only our existence were that simple, if only we could understand why it is that we're here, and what it is that we're meant to spend our lives doing. I'm uncertain when it comes to a great many things. But there is now definitely one thing I am certain of. Marianne, oh Bill, will you marry me?
Okay.
Really?
Yeah? Really? Where was that speech from? Was it from a book? It was, wasn't it? Was it the Chad Hooper? It was, wasn't it?
Bits.
I've got a fucking tutorial.
I'll see you at home.
Is that okay?
Of course.
Thank you. If you're serious, you write to them.
Meaning what?
Outline why they ought to be taking you seriously.
And if they do?
Then you meet someone
Out there or here?
out there. You have to meet them a couple of times.
Well, always out there.
I think so.
Then what?
Then it's up to you.
How do they do it? How does it work?
They use something called a bar. A bar. A bar.
It's okay.
They mix it with water.
I don't know what to say.
You don't have to say anything.
Yeah, I know, but I want to. I want to be able to know what to say to you.
A lot of people apparently never go through with it.
How do you mean?
A lot of people, once they've been given the green light,
okay.
They're happy enough knowing it's there.
How bad is it?
It's pretty bad.
How bad is pretty bad?
They said being under 40 might help.
Mary, how bad is pretty bad?
I'm not sure I want to talk about it right away.
Mary, I've been waiting around on tenterhooks.
I'm not sure I can talk about it right away.
Do you want something to drink? Do you want some
No,
water? Do
thank you.
you want some booze?
I'm just after a moment's silence. And then I'll tell you anything you want. He said, I think something like a third of people live for a year.
What about the other two?
What?
What about the other 2/3? How long did they live
I
for?
don't know. I don't know.
What did he say?
They gave
What
me
was
some
the prognosis?
leaflets. I mean, fuck me. Why does it matter what happens to the other 2/3?
Why does it matter?
Yes.
Matters because, presumably, we don't know which third you're going to be, so...
Why are you being arsey with me?
I'm not being arsey.
Yes, you are. You're being arsey with me. You're getting mad at me for not remembering this number or that number. I'll grab my handbag and you can rifle through the plethora
All right.
of fucking
All
leaflets.
right.
I promise you that's
sorry.
fucking much.
I'm sorry. Did he talk about treatment?
They said they can operate and try and remove as much of it as they can. And then they said radiotherapy, but if I'm too weak for radiotherapy, then chemo. Shitload of chemo. It's right at the front.
The front.
It's all over the frontal lobe.
I don't know what that means.
He said I might have trouble selecting words, selecting the right words. He said to expect seizures.
Jesus.
It's palliative. Whatever they do, they can't. It's not.
Okay.
They said this is it.
Okay.
This is it, they said.
Okay. Okay.
Why don't you sit down?
Well, I need to sit down, do I?
I mean, maybe. No, standing is fine.
I would have come with you if you told me, you know.
I know.
I would have cancelled.
I know, I wanted to go alone.
Well, I'm actually a little bit angry about that, Mary.
Angry.
I'm saying that so you know.
You're angry.
I'm saying that so you know because I don't want to have an argument.
Glad to fucking hear it.
All right.
I'm sorry you missed out on the sheer joy that was collecting the results of my biopsy, Roland.
All right.
But forgive me, I didn't feel like inviting a fucking entourage of onlookers.
All right, Christ, you know, look, I'm telling you this because I need to get it off my chest, because I want to be as honest with you as I possibly can. I don't know what you're about to tell me, but clearly it's bad news, and I want to be able to listen and not be thinking to myself, oh, God, I wonder what she did with herself, what she heard.
The reason I didn't contact
Wonder
you
why she
right
didn't
away.
call me straight
I knew that you
away.
were probably in the middle of
Because
doing...
I would have dropped absolutely anything and everything, and I wonder if she knows that.
So I got my biopsy results.
Today.
They called and asked me to come in.
What did you see?
Dr. Thorne.
What did he say?
He said that it's benign.
What?
He said that it's a grade 1 and that it's benign.
Wait, he said that?
He said that ordinary with a grade 1 we should expect to see a full recovery.
Did he actually use the phrase full recovery?
He did.
But wait, he said
that ordinary with a grade 1 we should expect to see a full recovery.
Well, fucking hell!
Yeah.
What happens now?
Well, they need to operate.
But he definitely used the phrase full recovery.
He did.
Well, are you all right?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Well, are you hungry? I mean, do you want some bolognese from me?
Have we got any of that nice spaghetti?
I love you.
It's called a glioblastoma multiforme.
Right.
It's a grade 4.
Right.
It's at the front.
Okay.
It's the reason I've been having trouble
Speaking.
He said that they can operate and try and remove as much of it as they can, and then they said radiotherapy, but
Okay.
if I'm too weak for radiotherapy, then
Well, too weak.
chemo. Yes.
Okay.
He said that
so
if I'm too weak for radiotherapy, then the chemo is probably better.
Okay.
He said that
We can stop.
no, I'm fine.
We can eat.
No, I'm okay.
Honestly, we can
No, I
stop. We
think
can
I'd
eat.
rather just
Yeah, no, you're right.
get through it.
Absolutely.
It's a year,
Do you?
probably less.
Probably less than a year.
Well, they didn't say that, but
He didn't say
I
that.
went online.
But they didn't tell you that.
Well, they said we should talk about all that the next time we meet. But
But they didn't
when I
say
got
that
back
to
to
you,
campus,
Mary.
I know it's stupid. I shouldn't have done it. I went on a forum.
Forum?
People had left all these dedications to all these people they had known that had died. There were pages and pages of them. Most of them were really wet and drippy. I got really fucking angry.
Angry.
There's so much bullshit. When
What,
someone
on the
dies,
forum?
there's so much bullshit.
Right.
When your time's up, your time's up. Time.
Okay.
What on earth are they even talking about?
Maybe we should stop and...
She was a real fighter. But was she? Obviously she didn't do a very good fucking job, did she?
All right.
Some of them had even uploaded photos. There
We
was
should eat.
There was a photograph of a woman with God knows how many tubes hanging out of her. And she was surrounded by these garish fucking balloons.
Well, some people like to give people balloons.
Well then, if you give me a balloon, I will fucking groat you.
Note to self.
And if you put my photo up on a fucking forum, I will haunt the shit out of you.
No forums. All right? Hey, let's eat. We should eat.
I think I'd like to go abroad.
How do you mean?
I'm not sure how much of a difference the chemo's really making.
What do you mean? You're not sure, they're not sure.
I mean me. I'm not sure.
Why? Why aren't you sure? What else are you sure about?
It's ganging. It's ganging. It's get.
Ganging.
I was coming home. I was on the train and I was coming home. A group of men got on. A group of 30-year-old men, and they were pissed. I was sat at my table and I had my laptop out. They sat at my table and the table opposite, and they started winding me up. Put my laptop back in my bag. I tried to move to a different table, but they blocked me. They wouldn't let me pass. I couldn't speak. I couldn't find the right words. And they started laughing. They howled with laughter. I started to cry, and then finally one of them said, "That's enough."
You should have said, you should have told me.
I went on to campus
What do you mean? What for?
to have lunch with Melissa. I had a seizure
What? When?
a couple of
Mary?
weeks ago.
A couple of weeks ago?
Yes.
Why didn't you tell me?
It's the words, Roland. It's exhibit. It's exhibit. It's becoming more and more tiring.
What? You mean me? You mean speaking to me, the two of us, is tiring? Or do you mean everything?
I mean everything.
I didn't realise.
I know.
I'm sorry.
I know.
I don't know what to do.
You don't have to do anything.
Yeah, but I want to help.
You are.
So, when you say abroad, you mean abroad and not come back, right?
Potentially, yes.
How does it work?
You become a member, pay some money.
How much?
I'm not sure what it is in pounds.
Then what?
If you're serious, you write to them.
Meaning what?
Outline why they ought to be taking you seriously.
And if they do?
Then you meet someone.
What? Out there or here?
Out there, you have to meet them a couple of times.
Is it always out there?
I think so.
How do they do it? How does it work?
They use something called a bar. A bar.
It's okay.
They mix it with water.
Don't know what to say.
You don't have to say anything.
Yeah, I know, but I want to. I want to know what to say.
A lot of people apparently never go through with it.
How do you mean?
A lot of people, once they've been given the green light, night.
It's
happy enough knowing it's there.
How do you know?
It's on the website.
Well, how many are we talking?
I think it was something like 2/3. Safety net for a lot of people.
Is that how you feel about it?
I don't know.
Will I be able to come with you?
I'm going to speak to Martin. Would you want to come with me?
Would you want me to come with you?
I keep thinking of Mum
In what way?
before she died.
Right.
When she said she didn't want any more food.
Yes.
Do you remember?
I'm not sure we talked about it.
I thought we did.
Bits and pieces.
Well, she said she wanted them to stop the IV. Did we talk about that?
I think we did, yeah.
They asked me to leave, and when I came back, she started to look like a ghost. It takes an enormous amount of strength to keep going when you're like that. I'm not sure I have it.
Well, you don't know.
Sinking feeling.
You don't know that.
I'm so tired.
Mary,
I'm
listen
so
to me.
Tired, Roland. Before people had face, before they had. Fuck!
Okay.
God.
God.
People's lives were their own before it became skin. Skin. It became.
Skin.
Mom wasn't scared of dying. She was scared of being kept alive, you know?
Yes.
That wasn't what scared her.
I understand.
It's not just the speaking.
Okay, now I don't understand.
Reading, I know how trouble numbers, words on the page. I can't explain it. Typing as well.
In what way?
I know the word. I know the word I'm trying to type, but I don't know the letters. None of the letters seem right. R-E-A. R-E-A. R-E-A.
You don't need to finish.
I want to!
I know what you're trying to say.
How? How can you possibly know what I'm trying to say? Most of the time, I don't even know what I'm trying to say.
You're right. I was being polite because I don't want you to wear yourself out.
Why don't we get a notepad to hang around my neck?
What?
Kidding.
Mary. Fucking hell.
Roland, I don't think I can go back to work.
Well, have they told you that?
They're great.
So you told them then?
Not yet.
Are you going to?
I think so.
But you haven't said any of this to them?
They've said whatever I want.
What about part-time?
I don't see the point.
You don't see the point in part-time?
Either I'm walking or I'm... Either I'm walker... Either I do it or I don't. Scares me.
Work?
Stopping.
Stopping work scares you.
What will I do?
You can go away. We can do what we want.
I don't. We can't.
I mean
don't.
it.
We have to...
I'm being serious.
I have to make a choice. Control.
Taxi's booked for 9.
I know.
It gives us an extra half an hour.
It does.
Are you tired?
A bit.
Do you want to go to sleep?
What time is it?
Are you cold?
No.
I could turn the air conditioning off.
I'm fine.
Taxi's booked for 9.
I know.
That gives us an extra half an hour.
It does.
Are you tired?
A bit.
Do you want to go to sleep?
What time is it?
Are you cold?
No.
I could turn the air conditioning off.
I'm fine.
Taxi's booked for 9.
I know.
Gives us an extra half an hour.
It does.
Are you tired?
A bit.
Do you want to go to sleep?
What time is it?
Are you cold?
No.
I can turn off the air conditioning.
I'm fine.
Do we put on the telly?
No. Thank you.
Are you hungry?
Full.
I've had a really wonderful day.
Same.
Really?
Yeah. Really.
Can I be honest with you?
No.
There are times when I look at you and I understand exactly why you're doing this. But then there are times when I look at you and I absolutely don't. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't be calling it a day. I'm not sure if now's the right time. Because if it were me and I were you, I think I would want as much time as possible. And if you think that you got just another couple of months left in you, I'd love to give that a go.
Yes.
What?
Yes. Let's go home.
Because if it were me and I were you, I think I'd want as much time as possible. And if you think you've got just another couple of weeks left in you, I'd love to give that a go.
What do you mean by time?
Time? I mean time. I want more time with you.
I'm not sure that you and I, we might think that there's an arrow from past to present, but that's all
Mary.
we can really say. Asymmetrical.
Mary!
But nobody knows why.
Let's not talk about this now.
Listen to me.
I shouldn't have brought it up.
Listen to me, please. Listen to me, please. The basic laws of physics, the basic laws of physics don't have a past and a present. Time is irrelevant at the level of atoms and molecules. We'll still have all the time we've always had. You'll still have all our time. It's symmetrical. There isn't going to be any more or less of it once I'm gone.
Hello, Marianne.
Roland, hi! How are you?
I'm good, yeah. I'm good. I'm
That's
doing
really
good, yeah.
good.
How about yourself?
I bought some of your honey.
Oh, really?
From the Budgeons and Crouch End.
Oh, right. Yeah, they're really good, yeah.
I said to the girl on the till, I said, I used to know the man who made this honey.
What did she say?
She just stared at me.
Read one of your papers?
You did not.
I did. I downloaded it.
That's really amazing, Roland. Are you here for the ballroom class?
Yeah. No. Yeah. I am.
Ballroom, really?
Heather's getting married in a couple of weeks, so.
PE teacher.
What's. Oh, right, yeah. Good memory. Yeah, but I want to sort out my two left feet. Or else. How about you?
Similar, really. Wedding.
Your own or
No, God, can you imagine? I'm being a very diligent bridesmaid. We're learning some sort of Viennese waltz. I'm not sure I fully understand it as yet.
This is your first lesson?
No, second. You.
First, yeah.
Well done on the comfortable trouser front. I came straight from work last week. Cross was like a fucking hothouse by the time I got home.
We should, if we're both not too exhausted, we should go. There's a nice place. It's not too far. We should try going for a drink. But if we get there, and you change your mind, we get there, you change your mind. We'll just call it a day. We'll call it a day. You'll never have to see me again.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're floating